Aloha, this is Aaron. I'm at the Ukulele site, and it's been a while, guys. But I'm actually here to do a couple of different things. I'm gonna be coming down like every week, putting out a new lesson of all the songs that um, I really enjoyed playing growing up. When I first started playing the ukulele, the stuff I like to play. So this isn't anybody's particular version except for maybe my own. And I'm a local guy. I never play the same thing twice. So this is my version today. The song I'm going to be teaching you guys today is written by Dennis Kamakahi, the Rev, but the version that I kind of stole from was Brother Nolan's version, and it just sounded like more of a thirsty song to me, and that's the kind of music I played growing up. So, without further ado, let's go into it. Ia ikanani Pamoro kaila Pinapaliveli Oke ko olau Hea mai kale hone Ike ahi ahila Ikamakani e ke pue Oke avava E hihi vai la lai lai Hoki mai ka uala Ika aina uvehi O wailau Hano hano vale no Ka vailele ka hivala Ame ke kua hivi O olo kui Mele kakone pau Ika mele ainala Oka nani mai ole Oke ola mau Oka makani kuleo Oke kai kupu uvai Oka aina uvehi Kunui kino E hihi vai la lai lai E hoki mai ka uala Ika aina uvehi o wailau Hano hano vale no Ka vailele ka hivala Ame ke kua hivi O olo kui Ame ke kua hivi O olo kui Ame ke kua hivi O olo kui All right. Okay, so the way we play that, there's a couple of things going on. Okay, number one, I'm doing this thing called muting. So as I'm holding the F chord, I'm using finger number one on the second string first fret and finger number two all the way on top at the second fret. But I'm resting these two fingers on it. And I'm not pressing the chord right off the bat. My fingers are on it, but I'm not pressing it. So what's happening is I get this sound. Okay? And so what I'm doing is when I need to hit the beat, my hand comes down, I squeeze. And as I release, I let my fingers fall onto the fretboard. Like so. Okay? So, but I'm not pressing. I don't want that sound, right? I want to be able to stop it. It's kind of like the that mute pedal on the piano. You know how it just kind of blocks, yeah? So it's like that. And so I'm starting off with the intro going between F. And what that was I just took this finger, I lifted it up, I slid this finger back to the first fret. And I came back up and F and I stopped it again. Yeah, so okay, that's the intro. And then when we come in with the words, the first chord is going to be F. Okay, so we got ikanani. Now when we go to omoloka ila, we're going to the B flat. Now the B flat is the best chord because we got all 4 strings covered with this. I still put my pinky down because out of habit, yeah. So I have this finger holding down these 2 strings, and this finger came from here, right? Remember we had the F chord. So all I'm doing is I'm laying this finger down across those 2 strings. This guy drops down to the 3rd string, and then my ring finger is right there on the top string. So I have that. Now I'm still using my pinky, like I said, but you don't have to. You can go like this, and just take off the pressure, but leave your hand on, yeah. Okay, and so that clicking sound you hear is because I went out because Mike Love suggested I get these nails, and I got these things on, and so now it's like clicking on this thing and I go. So that's why I'm using a strap. I never use a strap, but if I hold it the way I hold it, I hit the fretboard. So it really busses up your ukulele too. So if you guys are gonna do that, be aware, get a pick guard. So this here, all right, we got F. Then we go to the B flat. We'll come back to that F. Okay, so now when I go to the C7, all I'm doing is I have my F chord. I'm bringing this finger down 1 string, and now this finger starts helping mute, yeah? Back to F. But in the first verse, well, in all the verses, okay, what happens is the first chord is F. So, ikanani. Omoloka ila inapali veli veli. Now when I go to ko'olau, I'm gonna bring my fingers down for the B flat and come back to the F. Okay. Now that only happens in the first part of the verse. The second time we skip that part. So the second part goes Hea mai. So Hea mai ka leon ike ahi ahila. Instead of going to that B flat, I'm going to go straight to that F. And I do that thing again, yeah, where I slide back. Okay? And then that goes for the verse 1, verse 2, and the chorus. Now the picking part that I did, all I did was I outlined all of those chords. Okay, so we started off. Now keep in mind, if you guys don't finger pick now, and you're just starting finger picking, go watch some of our early videos that we have on and learn how to do it, because this is not a beginner lesson. If you want to do this, it requires kind of using your fingers a little bit, yeah? So get used to, kind of keeping your fingers here and using at least 3 of them. I use 4 sometimes, mostly 3. But get used to, you can do it with 2. Noah Campbell can do it with 2, but brother is way more talented than me, so I cannot do what he does. I got to cheat, yeah? So when I do it, I've got the F. I'm picking that C string. Okay? Then my finger is still on F, yeah? So I'm over here at the 2nd string, and I pick that with my other finger, yeah? And I put my ring finger or my pinky, either one is comfortable for you, yeah? On the 3rd fret. And then I strum down on the F chord. I lift up my finger and go. Okay, so what that was strum, and then 2. Now when you watch me play it, I keep time with this hand, yeah? So a lot of times you'll see me do something like that, but it's not really, I'm not really picking it. I'm doing what's called a ghost note. So it's like, so I can keep that space in there to keep the time. But if you can just play it without that, you don't have to. I just do that out of force of habit. And then we go to the B flat. So I'm just kind of rolling down. And then I go to 3 and 5. Okay, so that's with the pinky. You got the B flat, you're rolling down. And then we go to the F chord, but I'm putting my pinky on the C, yeah? On the 3rd fret. And then when I do this, I'm doing a pull off, yeah? Okay, so. And so all I'm doing in there, if you guys know about flat picking, well, they call it cross picking in bluegrass, where they take their pick and they'll play a chord in between the melody, and they're doing like this rolling sound. I'm just kind of mimicking that with my fingers, so. Okay, so that's, and most of the time when I'm doing that rolling thing, all I'm doing is going backwards. Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I'll go like 3, 2, 4. Yeah, like, or 3, 2, 4, like that. But most of the time it's a 1, 2, 3 pattern. Okay, so that first part was, and then we went to the B flat, and that was the one I told you about, the 4, 2, 3. Yeah? And that's just picking the top and the bottom string. And then I put my finger on the 3rd fret. And then this is the cool part right here. With this lick, I take the C7, I go. Okay, so what that is picking the bottom string, and I go 4, 2, 4. So there it is. So that's, and then we do, take it off, bottom string, 3rd fret, then open C. Okay, so, and just walking down. So that's 2, 4, 3, and just walking it down. Yeah, 1st fret, open, and then when I go to the B flat, I kind of hammer that on. Okay, so that's just a B flat chord, but I'm picking the top 2 strings, and I'm hammering that down over there. Yeah? And that's F, and then I do that thing again. Okay, so that's the first half of it. The second half is exactly the same thing, but I don't do this part. Okay, so I go. And then I do this lick. Okay, what that was I'm taking my 2 fingers, putting in the 3rd fret, and this is the 2nd string and the 4th string. And I slide up to the 5th fret, and I play 2 as I slide in, 2, 4, 2. Then I move it back down a fret, and I go 2, 4, 1 more fret down, 2, 4, F. And then we do that thing again. Okay? And then that's the end of the solo. And then we go back to the verse, which you already know how to play now. But the ending part is when we do, after we do the chorus, we're going Ameke kuahi opolokui. We repeat that twice after we do it one time. So Ameke kuahi opolokui. One more time. Ameke kuahi opolokui. And I just end it like that. And I don't know how Brother Nolan them play it or how the Rev played it. They did much better versions than I do. This is drinking music. And yeah, have fun with it, suck them up, and play these songs.